The other team won because they were lucky. They got that one guy who they beat us with one order. They got a £1,500 order, which dwarfed our £1,500 through 7 sales. They made 3 sales, totaling about £700–800, 2 sales so totaling £800, and then 1 sale with 1,500 quid. And you could tell the guy fancied them. I mean, who sits there nowadays with their glasses in their mouth, posing in the back of a chair? And that's how he made his decision to buy. Naomi was wearing a low-cut top, which made it easier for him to make the decision. And Katie had those big blue eyes. So what kind of a man in a cricket jumper is going to say no? In the column where he says we were running around like headless chickens, I do agree with him. We were. And that's why I put my hands up in the boardroom. When you are unsuccessful at making appointments, every strategist knows you have to have a plan B. Our plan B was you can't make appointments, you try and make them the following day. Plan B wasn't fruitful because we couldn't make the appointments. Therefore, we had to go to plan C, which happens to stand for crap, which was knocking door to door and trying to sell, which Sugar says you can't do, and he's right. You can't do that. With traders, they know that you're trying to sell door to door, it's not going to work. But is it better to do that or sit on your fat ass and wait for something to happen? You can't. You can't sit there making calls all day. Had we not got out and made the headless chicken run, we wouldn't have made the £1,500 we did. We would have come back with £300, which is what we got from the one appointment. And then it would have been a shambles and a royal cock-up. I think Big Brother have been quite cheeky going head-to-head with The Apprentice. I think they want to take away that massive figures because they know that there are a lot of people. It's quite intelligent of them because they know that there's, 6 million people already on the TV watching The Apprentice? So if we know they're there, we know they're doing it, why not just take it from them? And it's a bit of a slap in the face to the BBC as well, because you know there's a huge proportion of people who watch The Apprentice for entertainment only. It's not for business. It's not about business for them. Those kind of people, there will be a good amount of people who are just going to go straight to Big Brother because it's more car crash than The Apprentice. Mind you, I can always jazz it up. Leave it on The Apprentice, I promise I'll be funny. All right, let's be honest, England can't get any worse. I think Beckham's experience was missed. I really do. I think him coming back is a good thing. I don't think McLaren should ever let him go in the first place. I understand he wanted a fresher squad and he wanted to do things different to Ericsson. But unfortunately, different meant crap. And they've not been very impressive, and I think a good midfielder is required to support the guys up front and to kind of control the team a little bit and give them some direction. I get irritated by a lot of stuff in the news. I tend not to watch it too much because it irritates me. I think one thing that the news does is it shows the level of ignorance out there and the narrow-minded focus of people. I mean, a lot of the stories in the newspapers are crap anyway. I mean, it's like society's become thicker. And maybe that's what reality TV has done. Oops. People aren't interested in what's happening in the real world anymore. And it's like we're so desensitized to everything and so overly tolerant to everything that nothing bothers us anymore. It's like we're all trying so hard to be politically correct, and yet we're overlooking the biggest catastrophes that are going on all over the world. And I think I get quite irritated by this, and I think it's something I feel quite strongly about. I get quite opinionated because I think a lot of the stuff in the media is quite heavily contrived, it's very controlled. And I think that the ignorance of people is what makes it worse, is that people believe everything that they see. Perception is reality. That's what I base my whole business on.